Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Deepthi.
Good evening, ma'am.
I've shared my screen. Deepthi, is it visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Find the quotient when 0.02964 is divided by 0.004. You can take help from my answer or you can write yourself.
Ma'am, we have to write this in the book, right? Ma'am? Ma'am, can you hear me? Ma'am? Ma'am?
So the number in the numerator as well as the denominator has a decimal point, right? But to divide, it is important to shift the decimal point in the denominator. It's okay if the numerator has a decimal point. The denominator should not have a decimal point in order to divide. So we have to shift the decimal point in the denominator. So how many decimal places does the denominator have? 3 decimal places. We need to shift the decimal point in the denominator. The denominator has 3 decimal places. So we need to multiply the numerator and denominator by 1000, 1 followed by 3 zeros. In the numerator, how many decimal places? 5 decimal places. 5 decimal places in the numerator. Don't take that into account. Don't look for the number of decimal places in the numerator. See the number of decimal places only in the denominator. How many? 3. So you'll have to shift the decimal point. So you'll have to multiply the numerator and denominator by 1 followed by 3 zeros because denominator has 3 decimal places. So you multiply the numerator and denominator with 1 followed by 3 zeros. That is 1000. So when you multiply, how do you multiply two fractions? You'll have to multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, right? How do you multiply two fractions? Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, correct? So when you multiply the numerators, this number into 1000. So you'll have to shift the decimal point. How many places? 3 places to the right, to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 29.64. When you multiply this number by 1000, you need to shift the decimal point to the right by 3 places because 3 zeros. So 3 places to the right. So 1, 2, 3. So the number becomes 0029.64. So it's nothing but 29.64 divided by, when you multiply 0.004 by 1000. Okay, so you'll have to shift the decimal point to the right by 3 places. So 1, 2, 3. So it's 40004, which is 4. Now perform the long division. And whatever quotient you get is the answer. Yeah, completed.
Mom, can you hear me? Ma'am? Mom, can you hear me?
Yeah, so 4 sevens are 28, right? 1 is the remainder. Then keep a decimal point, bring the next digit down. 4 fours are 16, 0. Next digit comes down, 4. 4 ones are 4, 0. Got it? 4, 1. Correct. Therefore, the quotient is 7.41. Any doubts? Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, because 2 is not sufficient, no? 2 is not sufficient. So you'll have to take 29. 4 sevens are 28. 1 is the remainder. Now the next digit comes down. Now once you start the division, you can get only 1 digit at a time. You cannot bring 2 digits. Once you start the division, first step you can take 1, 2, 3, 4 digits, how many ever digits, whatever is the requirement. But once you start the division process, when you get the remainder and you have to bring a digit down, no? At that stage, you can bring only 1 digit down every stage. If you want 1 more digit, you should place a 0 in the quotient and then bring the next digit. First step of division, you can consider how many ever digits you want. Once you start the division process, that is, you get the remainder, no? Then you'll have to bring a digit down. You can bring only 1 digit down. If you want 1 more digit, if that was not sufficient and you need to bring 1 more digit, you should place a 0 in the quotient and then bring the next digit down. Suppose that also is not sufficient. You want 1 more digit. Again, you should place another 0 in the quotient and then bring the next digit down.
Mom, can you hear me? Mom?
Done?
Mom, can you hear me? Mom?
Yeah.
Mom, can you hear me? Ma'am, can you hear me? Ma'am, this is Deepthi. Can you hear me?
What's the operation? No. Okay.
Ma'am, can
Okay.
you hear me?
Yeah, hi, Deepthi.
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yeah, hi, Deepthi.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I tried like calling you, but you couldn't hear me. So,
Oh, yeah. Now I can hear you now.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, supposing there's a pile of books, okay, uh, of height 50 meters, a pile of books of height 50 meters. And each book, say they're all identical books, okay, they're identical books. Each book is 2 meters thick, for example, just an assumption. There's a pile of books 50 meters high, okay, they're all identical books, and each book, the thickness of each book is 2 meters. Then how many books are there in the pile? Now, how many books are there? No, see here. Okay, see 50 centimeters, 2 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 6 centimeters, 8 centimeters, 10 centimeters, 12
Ma'am,
centimeters. See, you place one book on the table. The thickness is 2 centimeters. You place another book over it. The thickness is now, the total thickness is 4. You place another book over it. Now the total thickness or the total height is 6 centimeters. You place another book over it. Now the total thickness or the total height is 8 centimeters. So supposing the total height or the thickness of all the books together is 50 centimeters, 50 centimeters. And each book is 2 centimeters thick. Then how many books are there in the stock?
ma'am,
In the stack, sorry. Yes,
ma'am,
Deepthi? Mm.
ma'am, 25.
Yes, Deepthi?
Ma'am, 25 books.
Yeah. Yes, here. 25 books. 25, you'll have to divide. 50 divided by 2, 25 books. The thickness of one book is 2 centimeters. Or the height of one book, you place one book on the table, the height of the book is 2 centimeters, or the thickness is 2 centimeters. Now you have stacked identical books to a height of 50 centimeters, 50 centimeters. The total thickness of all the books is 50 centimeters, and the height of the thickness of one book is 2 centimeters. So how many books are there in the stack? 50 divided by 2, 25. Same thing here. A pile of exercise books is 1 4 by 5 meters high. So many meters thick it is. If each exercise book is 1 by 10 meters thick, how many exercise books are there in the pile? You'll have to divide. To find the number of books, you'll have to divide. Okay. How do you convert this to a mixed, improper fraction?
Yes, ma'am.
5 into 1 plus 4. 9.
So 9, so 10 by 1 will be 10 by 1 will be inverted. See, 1 by 2 will be inverted, which gives 8.
Total thickness divided by the thickness of one book. Total thickness first, 9 by 5, divided by the thickness of one book. So how do you divide two fractions? Write the first fraction as it is. Division becomes multiplication and take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So 1 by 10, the reciprocal is 10 by 1 or 10. 5 ones are 5 twos are, right? Okay, so 9 twos are 18. Number of books is equal to 18. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Huh. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, it's important to understand the situation than having clue words to identify the operation to be used. Yeah. Understanding itself will give you the answer. Now you have to just replace these fractions with whole numbers. Just replace the fractions with whole numbers. Just ask yourself, just tell yourself that the thickness of all the books is 8 meters. Okay, and one book is 2 meters thick. Then how many books are there? Oh, how do you get 4? Using 8 and 2. Using 8 and 2, how do you get 4? 8 divided by 2. That's all. Done? Yeah. There are three sub questions. We'll answer them one by one. How many means a whole number. Yeah, what fraction means you'll have to write a fraction. How many students? So the count of the students. Yeah, you have to write. How many? 60. 16, yeah, right. So what is given? 1/5 of the total number of students like to study English. The answer is in the question itself. Please listen. The answer is in the question itself. What does the question say? 1/5 of the total number of students like to study English. So number of students who like to study English is equal to 1/5 of the total number of students. This is given, total number of students. Isn't it given? Isn't this given? Number of students who like to study English is equal to 1/5 of the total number of students. This is given. 1/5 is 1/5. Of means into. And what is the total number of students given in the question? 80. 80. So now simplify. Take 5 from the denominator, 80 from the numerator, and simplify. 5 ones are 5 16 times. So 1 into 16 is 16. So 16 students like to study English. Now tell me, Harshit, for the second one. How many students like to study science? How will you answer that? Okay, complete this one. Complete the first one quickly. was on mute. I'll just repeat. Number of students who like science is equal to is given 2/5 of the total number of students. 2/5 is 2/5, 2 by 5. Off stands for multiplication. Total number of students, 80. So simplify, 5 ones are 5, 16 times 80. Now 16 into 2, 32. How do you find that? Correct. Very good.
How many? That's it. Yeah.
Okay. So what fraction like English 1 by 5? And what fraction like science 2 by 5? Okay, so the total, the fraction of students who like to study English and science is 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5. Okay, and now to find, so the remaining fraction of students like to study maths. There are 3 subjects here, English, science and maths. English 1 by 5, science 2 by 5. So the remaining fraction is for maths. So how will you find the remaining fraction? 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5 is English plus science. So 1 minus this one. Fraction, the total is 1. When you work with fractions, the total is 1. This is the fraction for English. This is the fraction for science. So English and science together is 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5. So the remaining fraction is for mathematics. And to find the remaining, 1 minus this sum. So 1 means 5 by 5, right? Minus 3 by 5. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 by 5. So 5 by 5 minus 3 by 5, which is 2 by 5. 1 can be written as 5 by 5. Please write down on the board. 1 can be written as 5 by 5 or 6 by 6, 7 by 7, 8 by 8. So since this fraction is 3 by 5, we write 1 as 5 by 5. If supposing this fraction is 3 by 7, then we'll write 1 as 7 by 7. So 2/5 of the students like to study maths. We'll find it in another way also. One minus, the total is 1 minus the fraction for English and science. The total is 1 minus the fraction for English and science. Sorry? Oh. Oh, there's a 1 there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
the denominators are same with. While subtracting, we have to subtract with the
numerators only.
Start and different step. Because this is called the case method. That method case and for 3. You have to keep the same number, 22 numbers. And the C for change, division to multiplication. And find that means we have to change. While changing, you have to change the next number. If it is 2 by 2, you have to change it to 5 by 2. And 5 by 2. And that's all.
Okay, or number of students who like maths. Yeah. Number of students who like maths is equal to 80 minus how many like English? Tanya and Pranava. How many like English? How many? How many like science? 80 minus what is 32 and 16? 48. What is 80 minus 48? 32. 32. So this is the other way. You can find the number of students who like maths. Number of students who like maths is equal to 80. Total number of students 80 minus English plus science. This is the number of students who like maths. So fraction of students will be equal to fraction of students who like maths is equal to 32 divided by the total. 32 number of students who like maths by the total number of students. To find the fraction, it is number of students. Number of students who like maths divided by the total number of students. How do you find the fraction? Fraction of students who like maths is equal to number of students who like maths by the total number of students. So how many like maths? 32. Total number of students 80. Now simplify. 16 twos are 16 fives are. So 2 by 5. See, it's not about that is easy, this is difficult. You should understand both the methods. This takes a little more effort in terms of steps. That you get it quickly, that's all. It's about this takes 5 minutes, that takes 2 minutes, but both are easy to understand. So able to recall off operation, off means multiplication. Completed? in a magazine on animals, 42 pages are dedicated to stories of pets. Okay, in a magazine on animals, 42 pages are dedicated to stories of pets. What fraction of the 252 pages magazine was not on pets? You should find the fraction. Forty-two pages. Now, all of you listen to me. How many, what is the total number of pages in the magazine? 252. The magazine is on animals. Okay, so animals can be pets or, wild animals, other animals, domestic animals. Okay, so in this magazine on animals, okay, how many pages? 252 pages. How many pages on pets? 42 pages. How many pages not on pets? 252 minus 42. 210 pages not on pets. So how will you find the fraction? Fraction of pages not on pets will be equal to number of pages not on pets divided by the total number of pages. Always the denominator will be the total. Whenever you're finding a fraction, the denominator will always have the total number of pages in this case. Whenever, see now, if you're trying to find the fraction of girls in the class, it will be number of girls by the total number of students. See, if you're trying to find the fraction of girls in the class, fraction of girls will be number of girls by the total number of students. Always the denominator will be the total when you're finding a fraction. So here total number of students. What will be the numerator? Whatever fraction you're finding. What fraction you're finding? Fraction of girls. So the numerator will be number of girls. If you're finding fraction of boys, the numerator will be number of boys by total number of students. Correct? So here you have to find the fraction of the magazine. Listen to me. You have to find the fraction of the magazine not on pets. So fraction of magazine not on pets is equal to number of pages not on pets, number of pages not on pets divided by the total number of pages. Got it? Yeah. Now simplify. Total number of pages. We'll give you the fraction of the magazine not on pets. How will you find the fraction of the magazine on pets? What will be the formula? What will be the formula? How will you find Satakshi? Fraction of the magazine on pets. What's the formula? Will be equal to? Yeah, tell me the formula. Not on pets, sir. I'm saying find the fraction of the magazine on pets, sir. Very good. Simplest form. What did you say? 105 divided by 1. What is 1 plus 2 plus 6? Is it divisible by 3? 9. Yeah, then the number is divisible by 3. Test of divisibility. If the sum of the digits, what is 1 plus 5? Yeah, you can simplify further in the tables of 3. Okay. You want help on simplification? What is it?
Not done, but the second one is
Finish over. Simplify. 205. No, darling, 105, not 205. Okay, see, let's do it together. 210 divided by 252. Let's do it together. See here in the tables of 2. 2 how many times? 2 ones. Okay, see if you want to divide like this, 2 ones are 2, 0. Then 1 comes down. You cannot divide. So you should add a 0 and then bring the next digit down. 0. 2 fives are 10. So this goes 105 times. And so like that you divide and see you will get 126 times. 126. Now the numerator and the denominator both are divisible by 3. Use a test of divisibility. What is 1 plus 5? What's 1 plus 5? 6. What's 1 plus 2 plus 6? 9. Test of divisibility. So both the numbers are divisible by 3. Divide. 3 threes are 9 and 1 remains. 3 fives are 15. 3 fours are 12. 3 twos are 6. Now 35 and 42. 35, 42. You can simplify them further. Which tables? 7 in the tables of 7. 7 fives are 35. 7 6 are 42. So the simplest form is 5 by 6. 5 by 6. First, can you go to the tables? Then using 3 tables and then 7 tables.
Mom, can you go to the previous slide for a minute?
Yeah, yeah. So 205 times 2, yeah, 126 times. 335 times, 342 times. 7 fives are 7 6. So the fraction of the magazine not on pets is equal to 5 by 6. Done this one, all of you?
It's done.
Yeah.
I found out.
What's the operation? Addition is a 1 hour கொடுத்துட்டு 2 1/5 hours கேட்டாக்க இப்ப 1 hourல நீங்க வந்து 2 kilometers நடக்கிறீங்க 2 hoursல 4 kilometers 3 hoursல see they've given something for 1 hour and they're asking you to find for more number of hours.
Ma'am,
Like you're able to walk 5 kilometers in 1 hour. Okay, then in 3 hours, how many kilometers can you cover? 5 into 3, 15 kilometers. So it's multiplication, right? In 1 hour, so much work. In more hours, multiplication. No, now you multiplied? Yeah, that's right. See, we are given the fraction of work completed in 1 hour. And we are asked to find for more number of hours. Then it's multiplication, right? So do we understand that it's multiplication?
It's 1 4/11.
Okay. I'm getting 11/15. I think you said a different answer, right, Tanya, first? You changed the second fraction to the reciprocal? I thought of
I thought in the sense of like I finished 33/5.
Okay.
Okay,
See, when you can do something in 1 hour, you can do more in more hours, right? Like 1 hour is given and you're asked to find for 5 hours, 10 hours. So it's multiplication, right? In 1 hour, 10 kilometers. So in 7 hours will be 7 into 10, 70 kilometers. So it's multiplication. Fraction of work. So see the statements. Fraction of work completed in 1 hour, 1/3. Fraction of work completed in 2 1/5 hours will be equal to multiplication 1/3 into 2 1/5 or 2 1/5 into 1/3. Any order you can write. Because multiplication is commutative. Any order you can write. And write 2 1/5 into 1/3 also. So convert the mixed fraction to an improper fraction. Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators because we cannot simplify. You cannot cancel here. The answer is 11/15. And it's a proper fraction. So don't try to write it as a mixed fraction. It's a proper fraction.
So now which fraction I got 1/4.
No, any questions here? I can, if I have to clarify something. Deepti completed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So how do we add fractions using LCM? Yeah, do that first. Do that first. What's the LCM?
Yes, ma'am, I am also waiting.
Now, to convert a fraction, quickly. Correct. Yes. If possible, bring the denominator to 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, if possible. Not every number you can do that. Now, 20, you can bring it to 100, right? You can also bring it to 10. But we'll move to a bigger number. You can bring 20 to 100 by multiplying it by 5, right? Look at you'll have to have the denominator in powers of 10. 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000. So how will 20 become 100? Into 5. Into 5. So into 5 by 5. So 14 into 5, 70. 70 by 100. 0 and 0 gets cancelled. What is 7 by 10? 0.7. Finished? Why should you multiply and divide by 5? To bring 20 to 100. 20 into 5 is 100. 20 into 5 is 100. So multiply the numerator also by 5. 14 into 5 is 70. Now 70 by 100, you can cancel 1 0 from the numerator and denominator. But 7 by 10, which is 0.7. No, I don't want that. Just do your work. You both also. It's nice to see friends friendly, but not during the session. Yeah, what's the answer? 5, just read the digits. 5, 6, 2 zeros. What into 3 by 7 is 1.
4 by
7 by 3. The product of a fraction and its reciprocal is 1. The product of a fraction and its reciprocal is 1. So 3 by 7. So it's reciprocal 7 by 3. 7 by 3 into 3 by 7. So 3, 3 cancels, 7, 7 cancels, and it's 1. The product of a fraction. The product of a fraction and its reciprocal is 1. And its reciprocal is 1. Yes. Whenever you multiply, you should increase the value. So you should shift the decimal point to the right, 56.09. You're multiplying by 10,000. When you're multiplying by 10,000, the value will increase. So you should shift the decimal point to the right by 4 places because 4 zeros. So 1, 2, it comes here. 2, it will come here. For 3 and 4, you should add zeros. 3, 4. So it becomes a division, you should go the opposite way. See, if that's difficult for you, see here. You can also do it like this. 5609 into multiply without the decimal point. 5609 into 10,000. Multiply without the decimal point. What's the answer? 5609. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now place in decimal point. Now after the decimal point, 2 digits. So you should put the decimal point here, 2 digits. So this is the answer, 560900.
What's the third question?
Next one, right?
Ma'am, is the answer for the third one 6.12?
Yeah, could be. 6.12, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you're right. Yes. 6.12. That's right. See, but take an example. See now, see, just take an example. How will you answer this question? Oh, sorry, division here. Sorry, 1 minute. No, I made a mistake while giving the questions. Division here, not multiplication. Yeah, then I'll change the numbers. 1 minute. Just change the position of the numbers. Still, it has to be division. What do you? I'll help you with the division. Yeah. So just take an example. Supposing you had 6 divided by what is 2. What's the answer here? 3, right? 6 divided by what is 2? 6 divided by 3 is 2. So how do you get this answer 3? By dividing these two numbers. That's all. Just take a similar question using smaller numbers. Okay, just try to imitate this question. There's a number here. See, this number is bigger than this number. So take a number like 50 divided by what will give you 10. What's the answer? 50 divided by what will give you 10? What's the answer? 50 divided by 5 is 10. Now, how will you get this number 5? Using 50 and 10, how can you get 5? 50 divided by 10 is 5. So you should divide these two numbers. In the same way here, you should divide these two numbers. Yeah. So the denominator has 1 decimal place. So we need to multiply by 10. Don't see the numerator. Okay, the denominator has 1 decimal place. So multiply and divide by 10. So 1315.8 by 215. Divide. 215 6 times. Okay. 215 into 6 is 1290. 215 into 7. 215 into 7 is 1505. is 1505. Complete the division. Here, huh? Yeah. Denominator should not have a decimal point. Louder? Yeah, no, I didn't complete the division. I said you just finish it and then we'll see the answer. See, you have not understood something, Santosh. You have a doubt as to why it's 1315.8, no? How many decimal places in the denominator? 21.5 has how many decimal places? 1. You should shift that. So you should multiply and divide by 10. So what happens when you multiply this number by 10? The decimal point is shifted here, right? So it will be 1315.8 divided by denominator 21.5 into 10 is 215. The numerator can have the decimal point. Denominator should not have. In order to divide. Correct. 1. That's all. Continuous division. Yeah. What's the remainder here? What is 1315 minus 1290?
258.
258. 258. 5 minus 0 is 5. 11 minus 9, no? 2. 125. I was asking me this remainder.
We bought 3.
Ah.
So 628.
215 into 6 children is 1290 minus 1315. Oh, you're telling me after getting the 8 down, is it? I'm asking you the remainder.
Oh,
That's what. Remainder is 20. I was asking you the remainder. The remainder was 25. Now keep the decimal point and 8 comes down, right? Now it's 258. So 215 ones are 215. What's the remainder? 43. You can add a 0. Once you place the decimal point in the quotient, no? One free 0 you get every step. One free 0 you can take. So one free. It's like there's a 0 here and you're bringing that down. It's like there's a 0 there. You're bringing it down. So 430. So 215 2 times is 430. Exactly. 0 is the remainder. So the answer in this dash is 6.12. Correct? Finished? Yeah, this is the next question. What's the operation? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division? Division.
But we don't find it.
Find the cost of 1. 24, the cost of 24 mobile phones is given to you. And you have to find the cost of one phone. Many is given and you're asked to find one. So it's division. If one is given and you have to find many, it's multiplication. $2.24 lakhs means you should multiply 2.24 into 1 lakh. 2.24 lakhs. So to find the value, you should multiply that decimal number by 1 lakh. 2.24 lakhs meaning 2.24 into 1 lakh. 2.24 lakhs is 2.24 into 1 lakh. 1 lakh. Okay. So this is not, how do you multiply? It's like multiplying 224 with 1 lakh. So what will you get? 224 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Now decimal point. After the decimal point, 2 digits. So place it here. So 224, 1, 2, 3 zeros. 224, 1, 2, 3 zeros. So this is what is 2.24 lakhs. 2 lakhs and 24,000. Yeah. So 2.24 lakhs. How will you find? 2.24 into 1 lakh. Into 1 lakh. Correct. Sorry? Yeah. Or you can divide. You can use a long division also. You can simplify like this using the tables of 2. 2 12 times. 2 1s are 1s are 2s are 0 0 0. Then again 2 6 are 12. Which one? 5? Okay. Check. Just write it slightly below so that I have space to simplify. See here, 2 12 times 2 1 1 2 1 2 3. Again 2 6 are 2 5s are 10. 1 remains. 2 6 are 12. 1 2 3. Now 2 3s are 2 2 8 0 0 0. Now this is not further divisible. Now you'll have to use a long division and write it as a mixed fraction. Yeah, it will not end. Correct. That's why leave it as a mixed fraction. Mixed fraction. You will not get remainder 0 because 28,000 is not exactly divisible by 3. You will not, yeah, the division will not. 9. Not 9.3.
Mom, it's 9,333.3333333.
Okay. 3 sevens are, oh sorry, 3 nines are 27. 1 is the remainder, 1 comes down, 3 threes are 9, 1 remainder, 0 comes down, sorry, I said 1 comes down, sorry, 0 comes down, again 3 threes are 9, 1 remainder, 0 comes down, 3 threes are 9, 1 remainder. That's it. So
9,333.
you got this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so the cost of one mobile phone. Therefore, cost of one mobile phone is equal to rupees 9,333 1 by 3. Mixed fraction.
Can you go to the previous slide for a minute?
Yeah.
Yes, done, ma'am.
Yeah.
Mixed fraction is 9,333. 9,333. And there are 0 means the answer will be like the next question of getting the numbers.
Yeah, that's because it's, yeah, in this case, not always.
Even if we could
Yeah, it will not end. Finished? Yeah, do this one. Sorry? You can understand the question. We'll have to work it in many steps. So you'll have to work. You have to work. No, it's one question. Oh. No, nothing. It's not at all. See, treat this as a question, a separate question. This one as a separate question. This one as a separate question. This one as a separate question. Work them separately and then put the answers here and work to the final step. We'll do it together. Yeah, it's one question.
So get the answer, you have to take that.
Yeah. So we'll first take up 2.82 divided by 2.1. We'll first take up 2.82 divided by 2.1. Okay. So division, denominator, 1 decimal place. So multiply by 10. Divide this and tell me what's 28.2 divided by 21.
Dividing the normal division.
Yes. How many times?
21.
Ones are 21. What's the remainder? 7. Now this decimal point, you should put it here. And bring the next digit down. 2. So how many times now? 3 times. 3 times. What?
63.
63. What's the remainder? 9. 9. Now you can add a 0, right? In every stage you can add a 0. Continue.
Now 4.
Yeah. 4 times how much?
84. 84.
84. What's the remainder? 6. You can add a 0.
42.
2 times 42. What's the remainder? 80. 18. So you stop. It's going on and on. So you can just stop there. You can find up to 2 or 3 decimal places and stop because it's going on. Yeah. No, you can add a 0 and continue. You can add a 0 and continue, but since, yeah, after the decimal point, we have got 3 digits, so you can stop there. Now multiply the denominator, take up. In step 2, take up 4.262 into 0.5. Find the product.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Yeah, what's answer?
2.131.
Correct. Yeah. $2.131. Correct. So how do you multiply? You should multiply 4262 into 5. 4262 into 5. Multiply the numbers without the decimal point. Correct? Multiply the numbers without the decimal point. 4262 into 5. What is 4262 into 5? Multiplied with? Oh, okay. 4262 into 5.
21310.
21310. Now 4.262 into 0.5 will be, the product will be the same except that you'll have to place the decimal point. 1, 2, 3, 4 decimal places. So it'll be here. 2.131. Correct? In step 3, find the next product.
We should not multiply with the points. We should play with it.
Yeah. Multiply 1126 into 54. And in the product, how many? Yeah. How many decimal places? 1, 2, 3, 4. So in the answer,
Ma'am, I got the answer.
you must place a decimal point so that after that there are 4 digits.
Ma'am, I got the answer.
Yes.
6.0804.
6.0804. Correct. Correct. Yeah, very good. Hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, children finished step 3, right? Now we'll have to do step 4. What's the answer? One second, 1 second. Correct. So we'll have to multiply and divide by 10. Correct? So it'll be 24.82 divided by 12. Mm, you're not wrong, but this is the, like procedure, like conventional procedure, but it's okay. Yeah. Now what happens? You should add a 0 and then bring the next digit down. So how many times? 12 6 are 72. Remainder 10. You can add 1 0. Every step you can add 1 0. 12 8 are 96. 4 is the remainder. You can stop there. Correct. So in step 5, step 1 answer is what? 1.342. 1.342 divided by step 2 answer is 2.131. 2.131 divided by step 3 answer 6.0804 divided by step 4 answer 2.068. All right. You will get simpler numbers. Don't worry. You will get simpler numbers. So when you can do this, you can do a question with simpler numbers. Yeah, next what? Okay. Can we shift the decimal points in the numerator, decimal point in the numerator and the decimal point in the denominator? 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yeah. Multiply the numerator and denominator by 1000. Multiply the numerator and denominator by 1000. Right? So when you multiply the numerator and denominator by 1000, it will be 1342 divided by 2131. And here divided by, we'll get rid of all the decimal points. So we'll multiply by 10,000. We'll multiply by 10,000. So 60804 by 20680. 0. Because you're shifting 1, 2, 3, 4 in the numerator. So 1, 2, 3, and for the fourth one add a 0. Now it will be 1342 divided by 2131 into 20680 divided by 60804. Okay, so the final step, you finish it. So you should simplify, try to simplify like in the tables of 2. Simplify. Sorry. 2, yeah. So simplify, then multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. Then you should do the long division and write the answer as a mixed fraction. Or if it's an improper fraction, then mixed fraction. If it's a proper fraction, just leave it. Simplify. If it's a proper fraction, leave it. If it's an improper fraction, divide and put it in the mixed form. It's time for my next class. Complete this. We'll see the final answer in the next class. All right, children. Thank you. Thank you, Deepthi.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
See you.